Hello, Internet. It is I, the Malik Aaron, and welcome back to Box Office Predictions. Today, we're going to be talking about the re release of Shrek 2. So, as usual, we're going to be going over the pros and cons. So, let's get to it. Pros Shrek. Do I need to elaborate further? I guess I have to. Shrek, started in 2001. It was basically an answer or a clapback at Disney from one Jeffrey Katzenberg. It was a parody of fairy tales, and it worked. It worked like a charm. It worked probably way better than any of them could have ever anticipated. Because that first Shrek was a massive hit. Naturally, it spawned a sequel in 2004, and we got Shrek 2. And Shrek 2, thanks to the success of the first movie, was even bigger than that. I mean, Shrek 2, when it came out, the numbers it was making was crazy for the time. I mean, for a time, it had the biggest day ever at the box office. It's Saturday. That 44 million, that was the biggest day ever at that time, which is like a lot. And up with 108 million, which I believe was the second biggest ever at the time, only behind the original Spider-Man, which up with like 114, which should really tell you how much things have changed since then when it comes to expectations at the box office. And its second weekend was 72 million. I think that was the best, either the best or tied with the best second weekend of all time. Again, with the original Spider-Man. Ended up making 444 million domestically, over 935 million worldwide. Still to this day, the biggest DreamWorks movie of all time. I seriously doubt they can top this unless they make Shrek 5. But yeah, these numbers are incredible, say the least. I mean, inflation wise, it's like even more ridiculous, I imagined. Because this was 20 years ago. Imagine like how much it would make now, like in today's ticket prices. It'd be nuts. It'd probably make more than Incredibles 2, to be honest. But yeah, Shrek 2 was the biggest movie of 2004, and reputation wise, has a fantastic reputation. It's considered, a really strong sequel, one of the better animated, animation sequels out there. Although I'm looking at Rotten Tomatoes, and like the critics score 89%. I get that. What I do not get is the audience score. It's a 69%. What is going on there? I don't know if it's because the internet wants to be funny by having the audience number be the funny number, or if it's a weird reason, but I don't agree with that 69% at all. I don't agree with it one bit, but maybe it's just the internet being the internet. I don't know. But yeah, Shrek 2, it's a classic, just like the first movie. And when it comes to like Shrek as a whole, I mean we don't talk about Shrek the Third, obviously. That's the one that we like to ignore. I mean, Shrek Forever After is all right. Puss in Boots, the first one, is okay. Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, now that was a banger, absolute banger. Yeah, so the Shrek series, and not to mention all the memes and how prevalent this series has been on in online culture for years. Yeah, all that's good. So that's a pro, obviously. Another pro is that when it comes to like family films, gotten like really nothing since Kung Fu Panda 4, and we will continue to get nothing until, what is it? If? I think if, yeah, when that comes out in May. So if for any families out there, I imagine they want to get their kids out the house to give them to do something. I guess you could take them to see this, you know, just because, even though you probably could just watch it on DVD because the DVD or streaming, or this movie's been widely available for 20 years. But if you want to take your kids out to the theater, you can. So I guess, lack of direct competition, we'll label that as a pro. And I think that's really it. Cons, as I already mentioned, this movie's been widely available for 20 years on DVD, Blu-ray, streaming, all of that. And but most people probably bought it on DVD, where it had probably one of the best DVD menus ever. Honestly, like they put some way too much effort into that menu when they really didn't have to, but they did anyway because this movie was just goated, obviously. But yeah, there's no really strong reason to watch this on the big screen again. There really isn't. So yeah, the fact that it's been widely available for 2 decades, gonna label that as a con. Another con is that there's way too many movies out this weekend. There's way too many movies out in general. There's going to be even more movies coming out later, and you only have so many movies thrive in a marketplace, and there's going to be quite a few that fall through the cracks. And this probably has a better chance than some of the movies out there, mainly because of brand recognition alone. I don't see it, really popping off. So, yeah, too many movies. Con, obviously. Trying to think of any other cons. I think that's it. Yeah, yeah, I think that's it. I guess I can mention low theater counts, like less than 1,500 theaters. It's not great. It's not much better than the Disney Plus re-release movies. Soul, Turning Red, and Luca. So that's not good. So that's a con. But I think that's really it. So opening weekend, I don't know. I don't think it's gonna do as bad as the Disney Plus re-releases. All those were like in the 500K range. I don't think it's gonna do that bad. Maybe a million, just to be safe. $1 million, and then its final total will be like, I don't know, 3 to 4 mil, 2, 3, 4 mil. I guess that's what I'm gonna go with. And yeah, that's it with that. All right, there's one more movie to talk about this weekend, and it's Sting. No relation to the singer or the wrestler. So then after that, that'll be it for the weekend. Thank God. this this weekend has been so long. So long. And I gotta do this shit again next week with 6 more movies. It's awful. I really hate it. But yeah, so that's it. So yeah, that's it. That's all. Make sure to subscribe, like this video, leave a comment, turn notifications, share the whole drill. Check out more videos like this. I got playlists on the homepage, all previous prediction videos I made on the channel. You want to watch any of the ones I made this year, the past few years. You want to watch any of them, go right ahead. There's also the canceled series where I go over all the movies that were supposed to come out but didn't. Never talked about Shrek 2 getting a re-release. So yeah, I've made 242 episodes of Canceled, so if you want to watch any of them from beginning to now, you want to binge them all from beginning to now, I highly encourage you to do that, so go do it. There's also box office recaps where I go over the box office results for a particular month. My March recap is up on the channel now, and my April recap won't be on the channel until May, between the 3rd and the 10th of May, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, that's it. That's all. I am out. Goodbye.